good morning and happy Sunday to everyone. We are back with another day of the UAAP Season 86 High School Volleyball action. The captain setters of both our teams are already up and about, and shown in your screens, Kapitan Kalel Legaspi and the rest of the UST Junior Golden Spikers are gearing up, shown in your screens, as they face the formidable Baby Tamaraos headed by their also team captain and setter, Rods Duot. Now, I'm already excited for this matchup. I hope you are too, because our volleyball action is just getting started. After this at 12 p.m., the girls of De La Salle Zobel and UST will go head-to-head, and capping off the day are the boys of De La Salle Zobel and Adamson later at 2 p.m. Again, we welcome you to another live broadcast of the UAAP Season 86 High School Volleyball action. I'm Allison Ko, and we are back here inside the Adamson University Gymnasium. We want to thank you for tuning in live to the Filipinas Live, available for Filipinos everywhere. Catch more of the high school volleyball action at the UAAP Varsity channel on Signal TV, channel 260. Now, we are nearing the end of the eliminations round, and well, the stakes are only getting higher. And let's talk about what exactly is at stake here as we bring in the team standings. FEU is at rank number 3, while UST just right behind them at number 4. The defending champions, FEU, will need to win today if they want to stay on track for a twice-to-beat advantage. And a win today also guarantees their spot in the Final Four. UST, on the other hand, wants to establish a wider cushion against Adamson for that 4th spot. If they win today, UST can clinch a Final Four spot with either one more win or an Adamson loss. Now, in that first round, it was FEU Diliman who were able to stray away from UST. But we'll see if the UST Junior Golden Spikers will turn things around them. So let's meet their team's lineups so far. Now, shown in your screens, they are entering today with a 4-game win streak and are still undefeated. In that second round, they've scored huge wins, handing UE and Adamson their losses. Now, this season's squad, however, features more younger players than experienced ones. And speaking of experience, they are powered by setter and captain Kalel Legaspi. He was a libero last season, but had to be converted to setter as one of UST's main setters wasn't deemed eligible for season 86. Now, they also rely on high flyers like Ron Poha, shown in your screens, and another one is John Chris Aiko and Pau Medino. Now, these guys are definitely one of the go-to scorers and consistent players for UST so far here in season 86. Now, let's move on over to the other side of the court. The defending champions, FEU Diliman, are on their 3-game winning streak. So let's go meet their lineup so far in the season. Now, again, they are on a run, making quick work of Ateneo in their most recent match last Wednesday. They are the defending champions after all. And gone from the team is last season's best outside spiker, Andre Decano. But on the bright side, they have the ever-reliable and the craftiest setter in the league, and also last season 85 Finals MVP, Rods Duot. And aside from Rods Duot, they also have powerful wingers. They still have last season's best opposite spiker, Amit Between, and another title bearer from last season is their best libero from season 85, Ed Alabar. Now, so much is really at stake in today's game. Both teams want to take home that win. UST wants to pull away on the Final Four race, while FEU wants to stay on track to get that twice-to-beat advantage. Now, we will begin this thrilling matchup when we return after the break.
Presenting our game officials. First referee, Mr. Eli De Jesus. Second referee, Mr. Spinks Cabusa. Now let us meet our starters of the University of Santo Tomas Golden Spikers. First off, team captain at number 9, Kalel Legaspi. At number 10, Sean Cruz. At number 12, Ron Boha. At number 17, Eric Perez. At number 18, Pau Medino. At number 21, John Chris Aiko. Starting libero, Julie Tejones. Head coach, Coach Clarence Aying Esteban. And now for the starters of the Far Eastern University de Limon, Baby Tamaraos. First off, team captain, number 11, Rodson Duod. On number 4, Vince Rebusquillo. On number 5, Kit Bangalinan. On number 8, Kyle Tandok. On number 10, Amit Bituin. On number 12, Luis Miguel. Starting libero, Adriel Alabar. Head coach, Coach RJ Del Rosario. Once again, this match is for University of Santo Tomas versus Far Eastern University de Limon. Good luck to both teams.
And it's time to meet our starting lineups for the UST Junior Golden Spikers. We have Aiko, Cruz, Poja, Medino, Perez, Legaspi, and Tejones as their starting libero. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, wearing black shirts, will be bannered by the starting lineup of FEU Diliman. Now, we have Pangilinan, Tandok, Duot between Miguel Rebusquillo and Alabar as their libero. Again, as I mentioned a while ago, so much is at stakes in today's game. After all, we are nearing almost the end of the elimination rounds. UST will need a win today if they want to pull away from Adamson in the Final Four race, while FEU Diliman would want to stay on pace for that twice-to-beat advantage. They are currently at our number 3 seed. And meanwhile, starting set number 1 in our first game here in our Sunday triple header, and doing the honors of serving and starting again is Ron Poja, one of the grade 12 players of UST. Unfortunately, that sails outside. And our first point will go freely on the FEU Diliman here, as their team captain and setter, Rod Stewart, will be serving here for FEU. Duat is one of the players so far from ever since season 85 up to here in season 86. One of the amicable setters of the season. At that, reception error will give UST a free point here, courtesy of Aiko, of John Chris Aiko, one of the younger players for UST. And this time, Eric Perez, another grade 11 for UST, will be serving here. Again, UST's lineup for season 86 features more younger players, but so far they are on a streak here. And a violation will be called on, I believe it was Luis Miguel, who touched the net. Coach RJ Del Rosario, shown in your screens. The coaches of FEU, both girls and boys team here. This time, Eric Perez will return to serve here. 2 serving 1. Tandok with that Duat will set it quick to Miguel. And this time, another violation will be called. And this, I believe, according to our second referee, will be on Pangilinan for stepping on that line. Some errors from FEU are giving UST quite a lead here at 2 points. As Perez will send that ball in, received by Tandok. Duat with a one-hand set. And Pangilinan makes up for that error with that quick attack there. Let's take a look at this replay. What a set by Duat, and an even better finish by Pangilinan. Keith Pangilinan, one of the graduating players for FEU. Legaspi with a quick of his middle. And this time, Tandok will try, but the blockers of FEU were there between. But great effort so far by the white shirts here, as another chance ball for FEU. Duot will set it, quick combination, and Amit between finishes it and ties the ball game here. Now this is worthy of a replay. Great effort by UST. But let's take a look at that play executed by the FEU Diliman Baby Tamaros. Amit Between, after all, is last season's best spiker. A 1-2 play, but an overreaching will be called on Legazpi here. And FEU now on a lead here. Meanwhile, Coach eyeing Esteban, shown in your screen. Definitely. And that service error, unfortunately, put some pause there on the FEU run. That was Legazpi who took that serve here. And meanwhile, for UST now, John Kezaiko will be serving the ball in. Alabar with that first ball. Tandok will try from the outside, but dug up by UST. Medino will try this time around. And Pao Medino scores his first in our game here. As UST takes back its 1-point lead, let's take a look at that off-the-block attack by Pao Medino. What a smart player there, hitting that arms of the blockers in front of him. And this time around, John Kezaiko will still serve. Alabar with that first ball. Duat sets it to Between from the opposite, but dug up by UST. Medino with that soft tip. But Duat was there. Tandok with another soft tip, and that works for FEU. We are at another tie game here. Let's take a look at that great adjustment by Kyle Tandok. Another graduating player for FEU, and so far these veterans have been stepping up in today's game. Pao Medino will try again, and he did again a score for UST. Pao Medino is only in grade 11 as well, one of the young and about players for UST, but really picking up the pace so far for Junior Golden Spikers, and he will send this ball in. Duat will set it to Amit Between, and Amit Between answers back right away. Now Amit Between is playing both the positions of an outside hitter and an opposite spiker. So versatility, talk about versatility in this player. And meanwhile, he will be sending this ball in. What a sharp serve. Duat with a quick to Sean Cruz. It was Sean Cruz, but it was a little too aggressive there. And the point for FEU as Amit Between once again serve. 7 serving 6. Quite a close game early in our set number 1. We have, again, this is our first game here in our Sunday triple header. A miscommunication, another error on the side of FEU. We are at another dead ball here as Coach RJ Del Rosario quite unhappy with those errors so far. As Sean Cruz, grade 11 middle blocker, will send this ball in. Tandok with that first ball. Duat with a quick to Rebusquillo. And a quicker finish there by Soy Rebusquillo. Again, what a set there by the team captain and season 85 best setter and finals MVP rather, Rod Duat, as Kyle Tandok sends that ball in. Legazpi quick, but dug up by Alabar. This time around, FEU tries, but ball is alive. In the meantime, I believe the point will go to FEU here. There was a whistle from our referee, Coach Aying Esteban. I'm sure you guys all know one of the formidable figures here for Philippine volleyball, as Kyle Tandok serves that ball. Gaspi with a quick there to Medino, but the blockers of FEU was there. Another try by Ron Poha. That off the block attack will score FEU and tie the ball game here. Let's take a look at this replay. What an amazing elevation and a strong off the block attack there. As Kalel Legazpi will return to serve here. Again, last season he was a libero, and this season is a first for him as a setter, but so far, and speaking of, another point right away, FEU this time, courtesy of Luis Miguel. Again, the seniors of FEU so far really putting their names on the board here. Soy Rebusquillo, one of the seniors, will send this ball in. Dug up by Tejones this time. What an elevation by Ron Poha. And a combination play this time we see in the UST side. We are at another tie here. Sorry, 9-10. FEU is up by 1. As Ron Poha, fresh from that point, will return to serve. Sharp serve, but between was there. Duot quick to Tandok from behind, but great effort by Tejones. Medino will try. Ball is still alive. This time, Luis Miguel from the outside will score for FEU. And FEU Diliman now scores currently 2 points ahead from the white shirts here, as Rods Duot will return to serve here. He is their team captain and last season's finals MVP. An over reception taken advantage there by Luis Miguel. Again, Miguel scores again for FEU. Now this is worthy of a replay. What a great find there by Luis Miguel. Is the outside and one of the grade 12 players of FEU. You can definitely see Coach RJ maximizing his seniors, as that attack by Pau Medino unfortunately was too aggressive and goes outside. FEU now quite at a big lead here early on, 13-9. And Coach Aying Esteban will call on this timeout. Coach Aying Esteban called on that timeout. Pau Medino and the rest of the UST Junior Golden Spikers unfortunately trailing 4 points behind. Rods Duot squad have the Baby Tamaraws establishing an early lead here. Unfortunately, that service error will finally put a stop on the FEU run here. And this time around, Eric Perez, another grade 11 player for UST, will send this ball in. Up by Alabaro, Duot sets it up to between. This time, playing his outside position. Amit between scores right away. Let's take a look at that. Another combination play by the FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraws, and this has definitely been making things happen here for the Diliman squad. They are up again by 4. Pau Medino will try, but blocked up by Pangilinan. Pau Medino will try again, this time with a smarter move, adjusting midair, and that will work for UST. That is a great adjustment there by Pau Medino, smarting those two blockers right in front of it. And Pau Medino scoring that, as John Crezaico will serve this ball. Alabar with that first ball. Unfortunately, a service ace for John Crezaico. And this is his first point so far here in today's game. And that sharp serve. Again, courtesy of John Crezaico, one of the grade 11 opposite hitters of UST here. Alabar with that better first ball. Amit between, this time on the other side of the court. Still scores for FEU here. This is worthy of a replay. Look at that elevation there by Amit between. And with that great jump, you really can see where the hole in the court is. This time, Legaspi will set it back to Medino. But the blockers between will send it over. A 1-2 play, this time by Kalel Legaspi. Again, Kalel Legaspi. Mind you, he was a libero, but this 1-2 play here really proves that he is adjusting quite well in his setter position. And of course, as the team captain of UST this season 86, Palmadino, who has scored quite a few for UST, sends that ball in. A chance ball for UST here. Dug up by Duot. Between will try, but the blockers were there. Miguel will set it up to Tandok. A broken play there, but ball is still alive. Duot this time to Amit Between, and of course Amit Between will finish that rally. Scoring again, bringing back FEU's 3-point lead here. Amit Between, what a player so far ever since season 85 up to season 86. He has been one of the, for sure, go-to scorers of FEU here. And a sharp serve there. And Duot, with that quick find, will score right away for FEU. Let's take a look at that. It was an over reception, and Duot maximizing that error here. Team captain Rods Duot scores for FEU as Amit Between will return to serve. Another sharp serve there. Kalele Gaspi to Poha, but dug up by FEU. Duot this time to Tandok. Off the block there, but great effort by Medino. Poha will send it over. Alabaro was there. Duot will set it quick to Tandok. And that will finally put an end to our rally here. Kyle Tandok scoring for FEU. This is that attack there. Kyle Tandok, you can really see what an effort by Kyle Tandok on that attack. And Amit Between is still serving here for the black shirts. And then another strong serve there. Legaspi sets it up to Poha. Duot this time sets it to Miguel from behind, and that off-speed attack will work for FEU. They are now up by 6 here, and this will be Coach Aying's cue to call on another timeout. Let's take a look at that recent play there, courtesy of Luis Miguel. He was from behind, but that won't stop him from scoring for his Diliman squad. They are now up by 6 here, and that was a timeout called by Coach Aying Esteban. Meanwhile, Amit Between, last season's best opposite spiker, is still serving here for FEU. Again, our score is 13-19 in favor of FEU. And this time, however, that sails outside, and that would finally put a stop here for the run of FEU. And this time, Sean Cruz will be given a chance to serve here. And they are now only up by 5. Let's see how UST will try to turn things around here. And that service ace is a good start there. Again, that was Sean Cruz who sent that ball in. Let's take a look at this replay of a sharp serve, courtesy of Sean Cruz. Another, by the way, another grade 11 for UST here. Again, the lineup is so far more of the younger players. But again, with that another strong serve there is definitely why. And that quick, this time Perez, Eric Perez will score for UST. What a great adjustment there by the middle blocker, Eric Perez. And this time, Sean Cruz will still serve. Again, UST slowly closing the lead here. They are now only down by 3. Another serve there, but a better first ball. Amit Between answers back right away and stops that run by UST. Definitely a dependable player if you're looking for a score here. Amit Between is the guy to go. And this time, Kyle Tandok will serve for FEU. Up by Tejones. Legaspi. Tejones will send it over. Duot with a 1-2 play, but UST was there. Poha will set it up. Another chance ball here for FEU. Let's see, Duot will give it to, of course, Amit Between. And he will score right away scoring back-to-back points for FEU here. Let's take a look at that. Great elevation. What an elevation there by Amit Bituin. This time from the opposite position here. Amit Bituin so far has been the top scorer for FEU here. And Tandok sends that ball in. Another chance here for FEU. Duot this time utilizes his middle blocker. And Rebusquillo, Soy Rebusquillo, will score for FEU here. What a great connection there by Rods Duot and Soy Rebusquillo. After all, they have been teammates for a while now for FEU as both seniors of the team, as Cal Tandok, however, a little too aggressive on that serve. And this will give UST a chance to score here. And Kalel Legaspi, their team captain and setter, will send this ball in. So far, FEU now at their 22nd point. UST will have to pick up the pace here. Alabar with that first ball. Duot again, this time to Soy Rebusquillo, scoring back-to-back points for FEU there. Let's take a look at this. Another great connection play, courtesy of Rebusquillo and of course their setter, Rods Duot. And fresh from that point, Soy will return at the service line here. Better first ball there for UST. Even better finish there. This time by Eric Perez rather. The middle blocker of UST. And some substitutions will be coming in. Ace Quemada, one of the seniors of UST, will send this ball in. Again, we are nearing the end of our eliminations round. And I'm sure both of our teams really want to take this win here. After all, FEU is at number 3, while UST is trailing right behind them at number 4. And UST will score right away there. Let's take a look at this replay. What a solid block there by John Crizago. Oh, scratch that. That was an off-the-block attack there. And FEU is now at set point. Palmedino will save that set point this time. After scoring that right away, he has been silent so far in set number 1. That great find, finding that hole in the blockers in front of him. As Eric Perez will try to save another set point here as he sends this ball in. Fortunate service error there, and that would close our set number 1 in favor of the defending champions. Now our score is 25-19. It was the FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraos who managed to secure that first set in our first early game here in our Sunday triple header. Let's take a look at what happened on our set number 1. So far early on in our set number 1, it was we had a lot of deadlocks, a quite close match there between the UST Junior Golden Spikers and the Baby Tamaraos. We have been hearing from, of course, we have Pao Medina of the UST scoring quite a few and picking up the pace for UST. But it was the consistent plays managed by their team captain, Rods Duot, who enabled the FEU Tamaraos to bring home set number 1 here in today's game. Our score is 19-25 in favor of the defending champions. We'll be back after this break. We are back. We now open our Chapter 2 as both our squads, again, UST and FEU, face one another for the second time around. Again, unfortunately, even though it was a close first set, it was the FEU Diliman who were able to pull away in that first set. Now they are at an advantage here. Let's see how Kalel Legaspi and the rest of the UST Junior Golden Spikers will try to turn things around here. Again, both teams, we are nearing the end of our elimination round, so both teams really want to pick up the pace. And both teams, by the way, are on the winning streak as we open set number 2 here in our first game here in the Adamson University Gymnasium. And Rod's Duot will send this ball in. Legaspi will set it quick. This time, Sean Cruz scores right away for UST here. That was a quick point for UST. We can definitely feel a more sense of urgency here for the España squad. As Ron Poja, one of the high flyers, consistent high flyers for UST, sends that ball. This time, Miguel was checked. And a quick swipe there, but ball is still alive. Amit between, of course, finishes that rally and ties the ball game here early in our set number 2. Let's take a look at that great find. Really just swiping it off the hands of the blockers. Really is maximizing not just the strengths, but also the smarts of the sport here. This time, Aiko looking for a check, and there was a check given to him. And that combination play will score again for UST here. It really would help if the UST will try to maintain this kind of energy they were able to put up at the start of set number 1. And we hope to see more of that here in our set number 2 here. And that score courtesy of Kyle Tandok. Let's take a look at that replay. There was a single blocker in front of him. Got a great execution there for the FEU Diliman. Another deadlock early on in our set number 2 here, 2-2. And ball is still alive, a chance ball here. And this time, between was there, but dug up by UST. Pao Medino trying for that off the block. Unfortunately, the net defense of FEU so far putting up an even better defense here for FEU. And so far, what an intense set number 2 here. Early on, we are starting our high school volleyball action on Saturday. And this time, FEU will send that ball in. Tejones with a great effort. Pao Medino now gives the ball here. A chance for FEU. Tandok with a quick off-speed attack will work for FEU this time around. And again, we would like to thank those tuning in through the Pilipinas Live, tuning in through the online streaming here, and also joining us here in the panel is none other than Josh Ibanez, the UST Junior Golden Spikers rather. Now, Josh, tell me, are you excited for UAAP Season 86? You guys are almost at the start of your season. Now, tell me your preparations. Kamusta?
Yes, I'm super excited kasi nga may mga parang tentative schedules na unang kalaban namin is National University, yung defending champion. And ayun, so alam ko naman preparado yung team namin kaya sobrang excited kami.
And syempre, ikaw yung isa sa mga players na looking out for, especially by the UST community. Any message for those who you want to support, of course, the Golden Squad here in Season 86?
Of course, I would like to take this opportunity na pasalamatan lahat na sumusuporta sa team namin, sa UST Men's Volleyball team. Of course, the whole Tumashan community, thank you so much for the unending support.
And of course, Josh, kakamustahin ko muna yung team. So far, how has the preparations been? May pressure ba? You mentioned nga NU, yung una niyong kalaban. Kamusta yung mindset ng team so far?
Ayun nga, parang hinahanda namin yung sarili namin mentally, emotionally, physically, and sa lahat ng aspeto. Para at least pag harap namin sa defending champion, ready kami. And of course, di mawala ang pressure yun. Andun talaga yun. Pero nasa sa amin na yun kung paano namin i-handle.
Yes, agree. And I'm looking very excited for that. And I've heard nag-training pa kayo sa Japan.
Yes,
kamusta naman yun? Pwede mo ba i-share yung mga moments and learnings niyo from that training?
Of course, sobrang pasalamat kami and parang sobrang nakakatuwa kasi nga we've learned so much from our opponents, from our coaches, from the system, from mga Japanese na mga players. And ayun nga, and I know na sobrang dami namin nakuha doon and magiging useful siya and sa mga future games namin.
Yeah, and looking forward to that. Again, may gusto ko bang now you're supporting the juniors team of UST. Now they are currently trailing behind here. Set number 1 was in favor of FEU. Any message, to cheer up and boost the morale of UST here in this game?
Guys, keep supporting our UST boys volleyball team. Alam ko nalaban yan sila hanggang dulo.
Yes.
Naniniwala ako sa mga bata na yan.
Okay, indeed. And again, this is Josh Ibanez joining our broadcast again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Only here at the Pilipinas Live, available for Filipinos everywhere. So thank you, Josh, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the court soon.
Thank you so much, ate. See you soon, ate.
And now we are back here in the ball game. FEU Diliman is currently up by 2. And after that point here by FEU, they are now up by 3. This time around, our score is 8-5 as Kyle Tandok will return to serve at the service line here. Again, so far, what a run of FEU. And again, earlier we had Josh Ibanez, and we would also want to invite you guys to stay tuned on our collegiate sport. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this replay. That great finish by the middle blocker of UST. And straight from that point, Jeric Luston. I believe this is the first time he wasn't playing in that first set. So let's see if that will turn things around. But that 1-2 play by the Kapitan, Rod Stewart, will score right away. He is finding that hole in UST this time. Rod Stewart scores yet again for FEU, really contributing, not just in sets, but also in those kinds of play. And speaking of exceptional play, Sean Cruz scores yet again for UST. Sean Cruz is one of the grade 11 middle blockers here. As team captain Kalel Legaspi this time will serve the ball in. Again, so much support here so far for the UST squad, Josh Ibanez and the rest of the Golden Spikers. And let's talk about support and talk about morale at the play. Let's take a look at that combination play courtesy of John Chris Aiko. Again, UST is showing so far much stronger attacks here as they are now only trailing by 1 point. Our score now 9-8, and it is Kalel Legaspi who sends that ball in. Alabar, Rod Stewart trying for that 1-2 play there. And this time, Kyle Tandok with a smart play there will give back FEU's 2-point lead. Let's take a look at that. It was an off-speed attack. That would work for the FEU, and it is all because of Kyle Tandok. And Rod Stewart will return to serve here. Rod serving. Legaspi with another quick finish there as he sets it to Sean Cruz. Again, Sean Cruz really picking up the pace for UST in this second set. And those kinds of attacks from the middle is the reason why UST is now only down by 1 after that slow start here in set number 2. Alabar with that dig and Miguel with that finish. Luis Miguel. Again, in that first round matchup between FEU and UST, this replay, this player, Luis Miguel, is not one of the go-to scorers of FEU then, but we can definitely see here in this second round, a lot of players have been stepping up. And speaking of players stepping up, Pao Medino scores for UST, stopping the run of FEU there. Great find, and the blockers in front of him just wasn't ready. That quick attack. And this time, Sean Cruz is still serving for UST. 10 serving 11. Another sharp serve there. Rod Stewart will set it to Kyle. And Kyle Tandok with it down the line and cross-court attack there. FEU not letting UST get a run here so far. Both teams are scoring back-to-back here. And Keith Pangilinan sends that ball. Legaspi with a quick to his middle, but dug up by Miguel. Duot will send the ball over. Legaspi this time, another, but the FEU rather reads that attack well. And the coaching staff of UST is present also here inside the Adamson University Gymnasium. Meanwhile, Keith Pangilinan, one of the seniors of FEU, will send that ball, but a quick finish there by John Krizaiko. Let's talk about power here. What a find by John Krizaiko from the opposite. Scoring right away for UST here. And fresh from that thrilling attack, he will send this ball in at the service line. Tandok with that first ball. And Tandok will try to attack, but dug up by Tejones. Medino with that cross-court attempt, but there was no check given, unfortunately. And that attack will go outside. FEU now at the 3-point lead. And Amit Between will be serving this ball. What a sharp serve there by Between, but dug up by Pohes. Alabar will set it to Tandok. Tries to go for off-the-block attack. And Kyle Tandok will score again for FEU. And this was the attack of Kyle Tandok from the outside. Really hitting it well in the blockers in front of him. Executing that off-the-block attack. Another sharp serve by Amit Between. This time, Ron Poha will stop the bleeding for UST here. Let's take a look at this replay. Ron Poha from behind at his elevation and angling the ball just in the single blocker in front of him, as Pao Medino will return to serve here for UST. Up by Alabar, Rod Stewart sets it to Tandok, but the blockers of UST was there. And Tandok smart enough to angle that ball off the block here. And Kyle Tandok so far in scoring and contributing a lot here in this second set for FEU. And some substitutions came in. Eric Perez will return for UST. Poha. Perez will try to attack, but well read by Soy Rebusquillo. And well, FEU is now up by 5 here. And Coach Ay Esteban would want to make things sure here as he calls on this timeout. And we are back here inside the Adamson University Gymnasium. Again, we would like to thank those tuning in again in our live broadcast and also physically here in San Marcelino, Manila. We have been witnessing so far a thrilling matchup between FEU Diliman and UST so far. And unfortunately, that approach will give FEU a free point here. And FEU, fresh from that timeout, is now at a 6-point lead. And this time, Kyle Tandok. Again, we have been hearing him so far a lot more here in set number 2. Legaspi will set it to Aiko from behind, but dug up by FEU. Amit Between will try. Great defense so far by UST. Battle of the net there. Duot sets it up to Miguel. Again, what a floor coverage by UST here. But FEU still not giving up. Miguel will try again. Ball is still alive here. Ron Poha tries to finish it. And I believe the point will give it to Ron Poha. According to our referees, it was inside the court here. And Ron Poha will score and stops the run for FEU. As Eric Perez will return to serve here for UST. Again, they are now only down by 5. Set number 1, unfortunately, went in favor of FEU. So they really want to pick up the pace here in this second set. Luis Miguel with that off-the-block attack answers back right away for FEU. Unfortunately, however, an error was called I believe he touched the net going down there. And another free point for UST here. And so far, UST in a 2-0 run as he will send that ball in. Better first ball by Tandok. Miguel will try again, but the blockers of UST just keeps on denying those attacks here. Let's take a look at this replay. What a great, strong wall defense there established by Sean Cruz and the blockers of UST. Meanwhile, Eric Perez is still serving here in this service line. His UST squad is quite on a run here. Amit between, but the blockers again were there of UST. Miguel will try for that off-the-block attack, and finally he scores. Luis Miguel. Let's take a look at this replay. Again, he has been blocked so far in those few attempts earlier in the set number 2. Finally getting his run here. Scoring for FEU as Soy de Busquillo serves that ball. Quick there by Sean Cruz. Sean Cruz really making things happen here for UST. What a great connection there by Legaspi and Sean Cruz. And not letting FEU's lead get any bigger here as their team captain and setter, Kalel Legaspi, send this ball. Cal Tandok attempts for that first ball. Again, there was a miscommunication between Alabar and Tandok. Coach RJ, again, these errors would cost the FEU squad, and he would call on this timeout. Again, so much support so far we have been feeling from the fans here inside the Adamson University Gymnasium. Some wearing gold here, supporting the UST Junior Golden Spikers. And we also would like to thank those tuning in through the Pilipinas Live, available for Filipinos everywhere. What a thrilling matchup so far. Again, we are back with another day of UAAP high school volleyball action. And what better way to start than this thrilling matchup between FEU and UST. That net touch will score for UST here. They have now closed down the lead to 1. It was Pangilinan who touched the net on his way down there. And Kalel Legaspi will return to serve. 18 serving 19. What a run so far by UST. Luis Miguel will try and finally puts a stop on that run by UST. Luis Miguel really contributing a lot here for the black shirts. Meanwhile, team captain Rods Duot will serve here. 20 serving 18, regaining back their momentum here. Kalel Legaspi to Ron Poha, but a little too aggressive there. It sails outside. FEU now back with its 3-point lead after that timeout called by Coach RJ Del Rosario. Meanwhile, Coach Aying Esteban giving his boys some few reminders here. They have had a successful run early on, and so far they are trying to keep back that momentum. 4 touches will be called, and another free point for FEU here. They are now up by 4. Sean Cruz scored quite a few for UST. Meanwhile, Coach Aying Esteban will call on his boys with another timeout. And we're back. Again, our score is 22-18. Ron Poha, Sean Cruz, and the rest of the UST Junior Golden Spikers by trailing behind here by 4 points. As Rods Duot sends the ball in. Tejones with that over reception. And Luis Miguel will score off from that error. Let's take a look at this replay. What a find there. And a smart move by Luis Miguel. Again, he is by far also one of the go-to scorers for FEU here. Gaspi with that running set of chance ball given up by Tejones. But Sean Cruz with a block there. Miguel will try again. And Luis Miguel, ladies and gentlemen, will score again for FEU. Take a look. There were 2 blockers in front of him. But this won't stop this guy from scoring for FEU. They are now at their second set point here in our game. Another chance here for FEU, and they go to Pangilinan. And Pangilinan delivers the final blow here in our set number 2. Let's take a look at that finishing play there. Rod Stewart with a calming set there to Pangilinan. That would give FEU now 2 sets up to UST. Again, what a game so far we've been experiencing. And FEU, let's take a look at how they managed to pull away in set number 2. Again, just like set number 1, it was a close, intense matchup all throughout. Palmedino and UST has been scoring and putting up a run, but it was Kyle Tandok, Luis Miguel, and of course, courtesy of their playmaker, Rod Stewart, who managed to execute more consistent attacks and plays here and enabled them, just like in set number 1, pull away in the set number 2. Let's take a look at our scores. 19-25, 18-25, all in favor of the defending champions. When we return, we will continue with set number 3.